Well, the April showers have certainly brought Mayflowers, but that's not all. Welcome to DaveTalk. May reminds me of a lot of things, and all those things build towards the celebration of democracy. Sure, it's the month after the PSATS conference, which ended with our legislative reception with over 800 people registered and over 50 legislators attending. This advocacy effort to connect local governments with our state leaders is part of that foundation of democracy. Residents and local officials interacting and advocating with other levels of government. In early May of each year, local leaders also make a trip to our nation's capital to meet with our congressmen and senators to bring local government perspective to the halls of Washington, D.C. We started the day with a breakfast meeting with Congressman Dan Muser and ended the day with two great meetings with Senators Fetterman and Casey, with a half dozen other congressional office visits in between. And I have to tell you, based on the discussions we had with Pennsylvania members of Congress who took the time to meet with their local government constituents, we are all well served, and local government is part of the process. We found universal support for more local control and less bureaucratic intervention, from funding eligibility to reducing overregulation from Washington. You've all heard me talk before about the wisdom of our founding fathers and how they designed a new nation. Well, they were a pretty smart bunch. They understood the value of local decision-making and feared an overreaching mothership that, for them, had been the King of England, but now is known as the federal government. Going to Washington with local government leaders from other states again proved the design and vision nearly 250 years ago was a good plan. But seeing how large and bureaucratic Washington, D.C. has become surely would make our founding fathers shake their heads in disbelief and disappointment. As we approach the 250th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence, Pennsylvanians should display tremendous pride in having always been at the forefront of history-making events. From the signing at Independence Hall, to a winter encampment at Valley Forge, to the Whiskey Rebellion, from the Battle of Lake Erie to the Battle of Gettysburg, our democracy has been shaped and preserved right here in Pennsylvania. As we head towards Memorial Day, we are reminded again of how lucky we are to live in a nation of free speech, free choice, and free will. And all those freedoms have been made possible by the freedom of elections. These freedoms are cause for celebration among most, but sadly are cause for hate among some. These days, filled with divisiveness, anger, and hate, surely seem to be designed to undermine the very democracy we so dearly desire to protect. Much of the hate and anger seems to be driven by outside agitators stirring up other people who are looking to find some meaning in their lives. Sadly, so many people do not know how to react and respond. Civil disagreement has been replaced with violence, property damage, and sadly, hate. But in local government, where civility is still a major player, we solve problems. We compromise, we do the right thing, and we get stuff done. It's just another reminder why local government is the most trusted government we have. Memorial Day is a reminder that people, friends and family, have died to keep us free and preserve local democracy. Have an enjoyable Memorial Day weekend, and if you like this message, attend a local parade and thank a veteran who fought for your right to do so in so many of these things, from the Revolutionary War to today. Well, that's all the time I have. We'll see you back here next Tuesday for the next episode of TVN, Coffee in the Capitol. And remember to check the description to links to PSAT's social media pages and website. Thanks for tuning in to DaveTalk.